Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Tanner here and welcome to a new Ninjago video here on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be going over every single Ninjago villain that knows Spinjitzu. Now obviously throughout Ninjago's history, Spinjitzu has been utilized a lot. The ninja know it, some of their allies know it, and believe it or not, even some of the villains know it as well, because Spinjitzu is not a martial art specific to any sort of element or affiliation. Even the bad guys can learn it. It's just a simple martial art. Of course, throughout Ninjago's run, the ninja have faced off against several villains, and some of them know Spinjitzu, a lot of them don't. But in today's video, we're going to break down which ones do. So let's go ahead and get right into it. But before we start, I just need to give a quick honorable mention, and that goes to Cruncha and Knuckle, two of the Skullkin members. They were seen using Spinjitzu during one of the original 2011 animated shorts that went along with the pilots, and the reason why they learned Spinjitzu, or I guess why they used it, is because they were trying to steal the golden weapons. Now, I don't really consider this to be an official entry, but I figured it was worth mentioning because if I didn't mention it, someone would, get mad at me in the comments. So there you go. Cruncha and Knuckle are, I guess, the honorable mention. Let's go ahead and get to the actual list. First things first, we have Garmadon. This one should pretty much go without saying, but Garmadon used Spinjitzu a lot. As his four-armed variant, as his two-armed variant, even as Sensei Garmadon, we can still see him using Spinjitzu, and that's to be expected. Garmadon was raised alongside Wu, who of course is his brother, and they are both sons of the first Spinjitzu master. So it would pretty much go without saying that they would know Spinjitzu, but we could see Garmadon using Spinjitzu a lot throughout Ninjago's run, in flashbacks, in the present timeline, and again, this is pretty much a no-brainer. Garmadon knows Spinjitzu? Of course he would. He's Garmadon. Next up, we have the Bizarro Ninja. Now these guys are kind of interesting. They only appeared in one specific episode, that being the third episode of season 2, but technically they knew Spinjitzu because they were exact clones of the ninja, with only a few exceptions, one of them being, well, these guys are evil versions of them. But yeah, because they are clones of the ninja, they knew Spinjitzu. Enough said about that. It's pretty much, a given. They would know Spinjitzu because they are clones of the ninja. Moving on. Next, we have the Overlord. Now, the Overlord used Spinjitzu for the first time, I believe, in the finale of Rebooted, when he was in his Golden Master variant. He kind of confronted the ninja on the streets and decided to use a golden type of Spinjitzu vortex on them, which is interesting. I suppose it would make sense, though, because the Golden Master at this point was, well, the Golden Master. It would make sense that his Spinjitzu vortex would be gold. He used that against the ninja, and the ninja were forced to take shelter in the Temple of Fortitude, so the Overlord, knowing Spinjitzu, caused the ninja to go through quite a bit of panic there. So that's definitely not, I guess, something that we can kind of ignore there. It is canon that the Overlord used Spinjitzu, but I don't think he would be able to use it if he were to come back nowadays. Next up, we have Master Yang. Master Yang, I don't feel like ever used Spinjitzu within the actual series itself, unless I'm missing a really major scene, in which case I apologize, but Master Yang himself is confirmed to know Spinjitzu. Of course, he created the dark martial art of Air Jitsu, but he still knew Spinjitzu, so I guess that's worth mentioning. Again, I can't really give any specific references because I don't really know where this was confirmed or when this was revealed, or if he ever used this in the show. Very well could have, and I just might be missing something. But still, Master Yang technically knows Spinjitzu according to the canon of the series itself. Next up, we have Doubloon. Doubloon is one of Nanakon's sky pirates, and he kind of randomly showed up in season 6 using Spinjitzu against the ninja. Now, they didn't really know what that was all about, but as I said, Spinjitzu is just a martial art. Anybody can really learn it within the world of Ninjago if they tried hard enough. So Doubloon knows Spinjitzu, and I do feel like him knowing Spinjitzu isn't that bad of a thing. I think it's actually quite cool, but it is worth mentioning that he does know how to use it, so that's cool. He is technically a villain, not a main villain, but a side one, but I still think it's really cool how you can actually use Spinjitzu. And lastly on the list, we have Espira. So Espira learned Spinjitzu while being trained under Wu, of course the young child Wu. We saw this in flashbacks during season 11. Espira was kind of Wu's friend, and Wu decided to teach her Spinjitzu. Was that a good idea? No, it was not. It pretty much came back to immediately bite Wu back, and Espira herself used Spinjitzu and her newfound power to pretty much overthrow the entirety of her kingdom and take command for herself. So yeah, not a good move on young Master Wu's part, but Espira used Spinjitzu occasionally during season 11, but we saw her use it most in flashbacks. And at this point, Espira is the last villain that we saw that is actually capable of learning Spinjitzu. As of the time of recording, there have been no other villains, neither past nor present, that have been confirmed to know Spinjitzu, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see if future seasons introduce any more villains that actually know this martial art. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down below in the comments which villain you think is the most effective at using Spinjitzu, and did I miss anything important? Please let me know down below in the comments and I will make corrections as needed. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this one here. If you enjoyed, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and check out the links down below in the description for other forms of social media. As always, big shout out goes out to our Patreon supporters, including once again the marvelous Jan. Thank you guys so much for watching this video once again. My name is TannerFishies, and with that I bid you farewell.